Welcome back to Goldwynn Dinner Club. I'm Griff.
I'm Parker.
We're playing Golf Story, and we just entered the pro shop.
We're about to do our first tournament. Well, I don't know if it's a tournament, but we're going to actually play a full round of golf. Oh, once you buy the Frisbee, you could try the Frisbee golf thing, too.
Basic discs, not Frisbees.
That's... I love how just the easiest thing would do to be to not put the word Frisbee in there, but they put not Frisbee. Oh, cool. Oversized irons, plus 10 yards. I can dig it. All right.
Guess that's all I can buy.
Then if you want to do the Frisbee golf thing, you could do that now, or you could just go ahead and do the round of golf.
Where do you go to do the round of golf?
Him, the pro shop guy. You need to talk to the guy behind the counter.
Oh.
He's going to sign you up. He's like, what? Welcome to Well One Grove. You can play a 9-hole round. Not sure why you'd want to. It's a crappy course. Want to play? Yeah, I do want to play.
Of course I want to play.
I can't hear the music right now. I haven't heard it this whole time, but I remember it being very like 90s MIDI.
Ah! I forgot to share the music with you. Darn it.
It's okay. I remember what all of this sounds like, and I remember it being very funny. It just sounds like somebody plinking around on like a little Yamaha in the late 90s. Funny stuff. And the sound design is like very Western too. Da 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 da. Like a lot of that. Very Grant Kirkhope. All right. Oh, that's perfect, dude. You got this. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Oh, come on. I went from come on to come on.
Come on. Tournament -1.
Oh, is it calling it a tournament?
No. I wish it was a tournament.
There are tournaments later where you actually are going against other people, and dude, they just get mean. Some of them do crazy stuff. Once you learn how to like spin your shots or shape your shots or whatever, there's some wild stuff you could do. Really fun. Ooh, nice. All right, let's go for the chip in, Doc. Chip it in, chip it in. That's what I'm gonna call you now throughout Golf Story. That's your nickname. As your golf coach, I call you Doc.
I'm gonna try to putt it from here.
Putt?
Oh, it didn't work.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I can't tell.
There's a slope. There's a slope. It says slight. So look at the top right. It's coming at you from the northeast. So you need to adjust to the right.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
Perfect. Yeah, I like the way they did that. I like the way they did that in Mario Golf on Game Boy Color a lot better because there would be arrows. It would zoom into an overhead view and show you arrows on the hillside. Although it's like we're in the 2010s, you could just do a little 3D once we get to the green, but like you get a feel for it eventually.
What's going on here? Where's the over here?
Yeah, there you go. You could overshoot. The wind is going. Oh.
I don't want to risk getting in that water.
You know, if you never risk it, you'll never get a biscuit.
I would have ended up in that water if I overshot it.
If you want to get the biscuit, you gotta be willing to risk it. That's what my mama used to say.
That's like a Disney song.
My mama used to say, you want to get that biscuit, you gotta risk it, baby. Mama! Overshoot it. You got the wind. And you're coming out of the rough. Come on. Come on. Oh, man. All right, you got a slight bit of a slope here. I don't know how much you need to correct if you just overhit it because you're so close. Nice.
Chirp, chirp.
Chirpity, chirpity. Give me the whoopity. Doesn't really rhyme. Slurpity, maybe?
Slurpity, whoopity.
Chirpy, chirpy. Want to buy a Slurpee? 7-Eleven, new sponsor. Get your Slim Jims, get your Slurpees, eat it all. Eat the slop for a reasonable price. Nice. I was worried about that one.
I wasn't.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Come on. Oh. Oh. I love the moles, dude. Oh my god. You got this. Yeah, just a little over halfway.
Oh!
Oh! Well done. Chip in, Birdie. You gotta love that. You dude, I think I saw a little sweat drop come off him. He was like, whoo!
Just then, a disembodied sweat drop came off of his face. You ever watch Monster Adventures or Ghost Adventures?
No.
This is one of my favorite shows of all time because he like tries to pick fights with a ghost. He's like, "Bro, you trying to pick a fight with me? Bro, you want to have a fight or something?"
He looks looking real tough fighting an imaginary thing. You know what? Which I got experience with a Torbaclan. Dude, I had a real wrestling match there. Do you remember that time? Just because we're always looking for anecdotes here on Goldwynn Dinner Club to entertain you. Remember that time you and I had we'd gone to dinner, and you were telling us about a ghost where you were living, and it was you were being very serious about it. And I've been to that place, and yeah, it seems super haunted. But
yeah, there was the handprint.
So I don't remember that, and we should talk about that more if there's more time on this episode. But we were having dinner, and you were telling us all about this ghost, and I'm just kind of rolling my eyes because I'm like, there's no such thing as ghosts. That's very nice. And you kept going, and then you told me like everything that had been happening. You were giving me all the evidence, and I'm listening, and my expression on my face is changing. I'm starting to take you seriously. And then we get to the end, and I'm like, I've listened to everything. And I'm like, it's not a ghost, dude. You want to know what it actually is? Like, I actually know what's going on. And the look on your face, you were like, oh my God. And I feel bad now because looking back, I'm like, you really were looking for some relief from whatever this was. And you were like, do you really know? And so you're like, yes, please tell me. And I'm like, it's a witch. And you got so like, no, it's not a ghost. It's not a ghost. No, what is it? It's a witch. You're like, come fuck. Oh, dude, you're the worst. And I'm like, I just laughed so hard. I think about it all the time. Whenever I think about ghost stories, I'm like,
okay, so all the things about the ghost. So we had this. Me and my friends were sharing this house in Burbank, and there was this crawl space attic above the living room, and it was like exposed insulation foam all across the floor, so you could not get across it. You could not go in there, but there was like a little door you could open, like a little cabinet door you could open to look in, and at the end of it there was a window for some reason. Yeah. And so it was only lit by that window, and I hit this really light. Oh, it's terrible. And so, you know, when we moved in, we're like, oh, that's creepy. Like, we can't use this room for anything, though, because the insulation in there. And then after living there for a few months, we just suddenly noticed, and it wasn't there before. Yeah. But there was now a handprint on the inside of that window all the way at the other end of that crawl space. Yeah. Like, no one could get in there. No one could have gotten across all the insulation without at least causing some kind of like print in the insulation. Yeah. But now there's a handprint. Then we also would hear first of all, doors would never stay closed if they weren't like all the way like shut. Right. Which is a foundation problem, which is pretty common in California after an earthquake. And then the biggest one was one night. My one of my friends had instruments. He's a musician, and he had instruments in our garage, and we only used the garage as like a room to hang out. Like, we didn't have cars in there. And so the garage had like 3 doors. It had like the main garage door. It had there was like a back door to it that we always kept locked, and then there was the door from inside the house. And one night we hear
what the
like
hell? What?
We hear somebody strumming a guitar in there. So we go look, and the back door is open.
Well done. Slam dunk, Birdie.
even though the back door is always left locked, like it's now wide open. It's raining and pouring out, and somebody had been in there strumming the guitar.
Yeah.
And if it was somebody who had broken in to steal, like, why didn't they just steal the guitar? You know?
Yeah.
Like it was just so many creepy, eerie things like that we kept experiencing in that house. And I fully and totally believe that there is some explanation for ghost experiences because people have them all the time.
Yeah. I would say I went to that place a couple times. One time I went there and I had fully intended, because there was a party and I'm like, oh, we'll just stay overnight. And it was really late and I'm like, we'll just sleep on the floor out here. We're settling in for the night and my wife and I look at each other and we're like, we're not staying here. Like, it was just like, I was like, oh, it's all right. But let me tell you why after the fact, because
we just had a party, so it's probably dirty.
Well, it wasn't that, but it was just like, it was creepy. It was straight up creepy in there, and I'm like, I can't sleep in here. And I feel like we had figured it out after the fact. And it was, that house was full of the tallest windows I have ever seen in my life. And that's creepy. It's creepy, and it makes a lot of noise, because instead of having walls, you've got a big, thin layer between you and the elements, and a bad foundation, constantly shaking, constantly bouncing light, and constantly having noise. It wasn't
tall windows. It was that you were in the living room when we had, like, screen doors.
Yeah, that too. But I'm just like, it's creepy. But I remember you guys telling me some other like sleep paralysis kind of stories too, where something they would just be like.
That was my roommate. I didn't have sleep paralysis ever.
Yeah, I've never had that. I hear about it a lot. Unfortunate. I'm like those ghost bros though. I'm like, do it. Dare to challenge me in my sleep. I'm invincible. Don't do it. You'd be trapped in here with me.
You say that until it actually happens.
Until it happens, and then I'm like, please make it stop. I don't know. I don't really have horrifying demon dreams. It's not a thing that happens. Not the kind of thing that... That's ridiculous. Not the kind of thing that spooks me. I'm scared by far more mundane stuff. Car accident. Scary. You know?
All right. Well, we beat this. That's been another episode.
A spooky episode. Surprise spooky episode. Surprise.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
July.
Halloween or July. It should be all year. See ya.